Hi everyone.
Morning.
Hi Pete.
Hi Dee.
Welcome to if you're practicing with us live, then your morning practice. If not, welcome to whatever time of the day it is for you. We hope you've had an awesome day so far. And we've got yoga power, 1 hour of power together. So I'm Dee, this is Pete, and let's get straight into it. We're going to start in Shavasana, so lying on your back. Legs long, but if you want to take a little bit of a hip opener, then feel free to bring your soles of feet together and let your knees fall out wide. With your eyes closed, start to draw in some deep breaths. Really fill your rib cage and your belly with some oxygen and some prana, that vital life force. And if you're newer to the practice, then look after yourself. Our power practice is a little bit more intense maybe than the general vinyasa practice. And you know, we have a big community that love that. So Vele, if you're out there, this one's for you. A nice intense practice. Ujjayi breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose, that slight restriction in the back of the throat to make your breath audible to yourself. Start to connect with your bandhas, the central locks around the center of your body, so pelvic floor lifting, belly pulling in towards the spine. And then set your focus. You know, to the last 2 weeks prior to this week, we were honing in on our skills, our physical skills, and now this week for me it's been about, you know, teaching the integration aspect of our practice. And one of the biggest, in my humble opinion, the most important part of our practice, of our sadhana, of our, you know, tapping into our inner wealth, is the practice of Swadyaya, which is our self-observation. Always coming back to observing the self. Observe, observe, observe. So we're going to really hone in on that for our practice today. We've got 2 more breaths. And then just start, if you haven't got your soles of feet together, knees wide, then bend your knees up and bring your feet flat to the floor. If you have, just start to windscreen wipe your knees side to side. Notice the spine, the rotation. When we observe ourselves, we're observing every layer, every aspect of ourselves. But what we want to kind of not do or disconnect from is judgments, judging, you know, what we observe. So see if you can free yourself up. Keep your knees over on one side and take 3 deep breaths. Doesn't matter which side, just pick a side. And then do the same thing for the other side. Take the knees over, hold it there, 3 deep breaths. Come back to center, hug your knees into your chest and rock and roll. Take 3. If you need more or less, then do what you need to do for your practice. And come into child's pose, balasana. Onto your knees, big toes together, back of the mat, knees to the outside edge of your mat. Hips to heels if you have that range. If not, you can do what Pete does and just modify it. Arms out in front, plug your forehead in, close your eyes. And then we're going to rotate this as well, so a thread the needle. Send your right arm in underneath your left armpit. Bring that right shoulder to the floor, right side of your face to the floor. You can either keep your left arm reaching out in front, or you can bend it and use it as a pillow for your forehead. One more breath. This will be a straight swap over to the other side. So bring the right arm out in front to slide the left arm underneath, and then utilize that right arm for length, reach it out, or to cushion the head. Don't forget your 3 pillars. Your breath, Ujjayi breath. Your bandhas, your core locks, pelvic floor, pit of the belly. And your focus on observing yourself in every moment. Last breath. And then let's mobilize through some cat-cow. So come up onto all fours, stacking wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Lengthen the spine, take a breath in. As you exhale, stretch the back of the ribs to the sky. Marjariyasana. As you inhale, front of the ribs to the floor, Vittilasana. And then do that 2 more times. Exhaling, really curving the spine. Inhaling, extending. 1 more, just like that. And then take this into a side stretch. So as you exhale, squeeze the hip and shoulder together. As you inhale, come back through center. Other side, exhale it out. Inhale back through center. 1 more either side. Exhale. Long breath in. Other side. And then come up into your downward facing dog. So set your hands up at least shoulder width apart, a bit wider if you're tight through your shoulders. Tuck your toes and send your sit bones to the sky and pedal your heels out. Now you've got weight in your hands, so grip the mat with your fingertips and really tilt your sit bones up towards the sky to create length in your spine. This is where your bandhas, those core locks, are non-negotiable. You need to keep your spine safe, and you need to keep energy moving through the body as well, and just observe yourself in this pose. Every time we switch into that Swadyaya practice, what we gain is insights. Insights for things that are serving us and things that aren't serving us. Ways of thinking, attitudes. So then we can see ourselves clearly. We start to awaken to ourselves. We can release the processes and the self-talk that's not serving us, and we can embrace the ones that are. Shift forward into your high plank, Dandasana. Heels back, head forward, push the floor away, hug your thumbs in. Now you can modify this, and if you're newer to the practice, I highly recommend modifying for as long as you need to. So all you need to do is just pop your knees on the floor. Lift up through the pit of the belly, lengthen out, take a deep breath in. Now shift your weight forward as you come all the way down onto your belly. Elbows stay close to the body. Loop the shoulders as you lift the chest. Breathe in, release back down, breathe out. You got 2 more cobra poses. Bhujangasana, inhale, release down, exhale. 1 more, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Take a deep breath in, long out. Remember, we're integrating the body into the practice. Shift forward, high plank. Take a deep breath in, shift your weight forward in that high plank, lower all the way down to your belly. 2 cobras, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Take some weight off your hands. Inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Take a breath. Empty. 1 more, high plank, inhale. This time, if you're ready, low plank, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, or stick with the cobra pose in. Downward facing dog, out. Walk your feet up front of the mat. Take them hip width or wider, all the way to the outside edge of your mat. Bend your knees and hang. Opposite hand to elbow, or if you want to take a shoulder stretch, interlace your hands behind your back. Bob up and down is really nice to feel that release and tractioning through the spine. Maybe a sway from side to side as well, just to release out any tension through the neck and shoulders. Highly recommend closing your eyes. And turn back in. Our practice, our sadhana, is all about tapping in to the inner wealth that we already possess. And so we observe ourselves in every moment, observe our reactions, observe our way of thinking, observe the processes that are going on. Because that will give us insights towards the path of enlightenment, awakening. Last breath. Come into a halfway lift, toe heel the feet in, big toes come together, heels slightly apart. Forward fold, exhale the breath out, bend your knees and roll yourself up to standing. Take your time. Ground down through your feet, lift up through the crown of your head, reach your arms to the sky, breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. Close your eyes, let's connect with an Om, deep breath in. Swadyaya. Observe yourself. Every breath, every moment, every pose, every transition. Opportunity for awakening. Reach up, look up, take a deep breath in. Forward fold on your breath out. Feel free to take your arms wide for the shoulder stretch and bend your knees. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen out through the spine. High plank just for this first one. Exhale the breath out. Shift your weight forward, take a breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, low plank, breath out. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog, 3 deep breaths. So those of you who are working with us for the last 2 weeks and honing your skills and building your skills, then what we're going to do is keep building on that. And we're going to add more to it as well. For those of you who are our online members, all those classes, those last 2 weeks of classes are now online. So you can go back and pick any skill that you want to hone. And so let's start that. Look forward, come up onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, grip the mat with your fingertips and find a little jump into your forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Reach up, Tadasana, big breath in. Uttanasana, forward fold, long out breath. Lengthen out, halfway lift, inhale. Now again, honing the skills, we're going to go straight to low push-up. Place your hands, bend your knees, come up and then lower down, straight to low, or step it back. Up dog fill, down dog empty. 3 deep breaths. Everything we do is an opportunity. Opportunity for you to observe. 1 more breath. Again, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, fill up. Fold back down, empty out. Tadasana, reach up. Big breath in. Uttanasana, long out breath. Urdhva Mukha, find the length through the spine. Chaturanga Dandasana, straight to low. Up dog fill. Down dog empty. 3 deep breaths. Every pose, every transition, every breath you take is an opportunity for observing yourself. Take 1 more breath. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, bow, reach up, Tadasana, fill. Uttanasana, empty. Urdhva Mukha, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 1 breath now. Empty out. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Tadasana, reach up, in. Fold, empty out. Urdhva Mukha, breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, breath out. Up dog, fill. Down dog, empty. 1 breath. Exhale it out. You've got 2 more Surya Namaskar. Float forward, halfway lift. Bow, reach up, Tadasana. In, Uttanasana, long out breath. Urdhva Mukha, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog fill, down dog empty. 1 more breath. 1 more flow. Float forward. Bow, halfway lift, fold. Reach up, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Half lift, go for it, straight to low. Upward facing, downward facing, stay. Close your eyes, deep breaths, Ujjayi breaths. Turn in. What am I observing? There's a really important question that all traditional texts of yoga, all traditional teachers and gurus, and even traditional sciences from the East, not just from India. The question is, the important question is, who am I? Who am I really? Take your right leg to the sky, bend the knee and peel the hip space open. Through this practice, we get to observe. Observe who we really are. Take a breath in. Bring the right foot through, low lunge. We're going to twist it, so take the right hand to the sky as you sink down through the hips. Open up, like really open up through the chest. Gaze up as well. Make sure you're switched on through the pelvic floor, pit of the belly, 2 central bandhas, and looping that left shoulder. Now shift your weight into your legs, come into arrowhead. That happens on an exhale. On the inhale, interlace your hands behind your back, drop the back heel to the floor, and really feel the squeezing of the shoulder blades. That happens on an inhale. On the exhale, straight to humble warrior. So there's not a lot of room to move. Shift your shoulders on the inside of the right leg. Send the arms up and over for the shoulder stretch. Really ground down through those feet. Lift up through the core. Take a breath in. Sink a little bit deeper through the hips on the breath out. We come back to the low lunge twist. Left hand to the floor. Pick up the back heel. Right hand to the sky. That happens on an inhale. Side plank. Set it up. Happens on the exhale. So you bring the right foot around. Ground down through that left hand. Push up, reach up. We've got an exhale to set up. An inhale to expand the shape. Maybe float the leg. Hold for 3. For 2, straight to low push up on the exhale. Up dog fill. Down dog empty. Left leg, take it up to the sky. In. Bend and peel open. Now everything that we do you can modify. So even if you're newer to the practice or you need to look after yourself a little bit today, you can still successfully really practice this class, even with the intensity. You just pull back, pair it back. So bring the left leg through, low lunge, and take the twist. Left hand to the sky. So to pair it back, drop the back knee to the floor. But keep opening up through the chest, the arms, the fingers. Keep your core switched on. From here, take a breath in. Shift your weight into your legs, arrowhead. Again, to modify, back knee stays up on the floor. We interlace our hands behind our back, squeeze the shoulder blades, drop the back heel to the floor. If you're on your knee, maybe come up off the knee, and then take humble warrior. So you don't want your shoulder, especially that left shoulder, resting on your thigh, that left thigh. You want your legs to take the strength, core on, shoulder stretch, drop your forehead down towards the floor. Inhale, long exhale. Back to low lunge twist. So right hand comes to the floor, left hand to the sky. To modify, drop your right knee down. Because then it's there, ready to modify your side plank. You shift left foot towards the back of the mat. Keep the right knee on the floor if you're modifying. You can expand this shape, take a breath in, hold for 3, for 2, straight to low push up. You can do that on your knees on the breath out. Up dog fill, down dog empty. Close your eyes. Observe. Observe the way that you're thinking. Observe what it is that's going through your mind at the moment. Are you able to come into focus? Are there distractions? Notice if any of these poses bring up a reaction. It's those kind of insights that give us the tools for our journey towards enlightenment. So let's go. Hour of power. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Straight through, low lunge. Exhale. Twist. Right hand goes up. Breath in. Arrowhead. Shift into the legs. Breath out. Interlace. Drop the back heel. Breathe in. Dive to humble. Breathe out. Stay here. Full breath in. Long out breath. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Side plank. Exhale. Vastisthasana. Expand. Breath in. Straight to low. Breath out. Urdhva Mukha. Upward facing. Adho Mukha. Downward facing. Left leg to the sky. Breathing in. Bring it through. Out. Find the twist. Take a breath. Shift into the legs. Arrowhead. Interlace the hands. Drop the heel. Breathe in. Dive to humble. Breathe out. Again, we stay. Fill up. Empty out. Low lunge twist. Fill up again. Side plank. Vastisthasana. Breathe out. Expand. Inhale. Straight to low. Exhale. Up dog fill. Down dog empty. Stay here. One breath. Exhale it out. Right leg. Take it up. In. Bring it through. Out. Find the twist. In. Shift to the legs. Out. Interlace. Heel down. Fill. Humble. Empty. Not staying anymore. Low lunge twist. Fill. Side plank. Exhale. Expand. In. Straight to low. Out. Fill up. Come up. Down dog. Empty. Straight over to the left side. Take the leg up. Exhale it through. Twist. Fill. Arrowhead. Empty. Interlace. Drop the heel. Fill up. Dive to humble. Low lunge twist. In. Side plank. Out. Expand it. Breath in. Straight to low. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg. Inhale. Bring it through. Exhale. Twist. Fill. Arrow. Empty. Interlace. Heel down. In. Dive out. Twist. Inhale. Side plank. Exhale. Expand. Breath in. Straight to low. Up dog fill. Down dog empty. Left leg in. Exhale it through. Twist. Breathe in. Arrow. Breathe out. Interlace. Heel down. Fill up. Humble. Twist. Low lunge. In. Side plank. Out. Expand. Big breath in. Straight to low. Out breath. Upward facing fill. Downward facing empty. Right leg. Take it up. Exhale it through. Twist. Arrow. Interlace. Dive. Low lunge twist. Side plank. Expand it. Flow. Fill. Empty. Left leg. Exhale it through. Find the twist. Land in the legs. Interlace. Fill up. Dive. Find the twist again. In. Side plank. Out. Expand. Flow. In. Out. Right leg. Exhale. twist, arrow, interlace, dive, twist, side plank, expand, flow, fill up, empty out, left leg, exhale it through, open up, shift, set up, dive, twist, side plank, go for it, in, low, out, fill, empty, one more, right side, in, out, inhale, exhale, inhale, dive, empty, fill right back up again, side plank, go for it, breath in, straight to low, fill up, empty out, left leg, exhale it through, big breath in, land, set it up, dive deep, twist, fill, side plank, empty, expand, last flow, fill up, downward facing dog, look forward, float, front of the mat, halfway lift, separate your feet to hip width, pistol grip your big toes, find some length and a deep forward fold. Elbows wide, crown of your head low, eyes closed. If you're not stable enough to close your eyes comfortably, then just fix your gaze towards the back of your mat. Core is on, breath is deep. Hold here for 5 breaths and observe. Another thing all our major texts, teachers and gurus of past and present teach is that self-recognition is a prerequisite for self-mastery. We have to recognize and understand ourselves through Swadyaya, through observation, to be able to master ourselves, which is the path towards enlightenment, liberation. Bakasana, crow pose, you knew it was coming. Plant your hands, shoulder width apart. Grip the mat with your fingertips, bend your elbows to create a shelf, bring the knees onto the back of that shelf. Rock your weight forward, find that flight, squeeze everything in and hold. 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, if you've got it, straight to low. Up dog, fill. Down dog, empty. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, separate the feet. Hip width or wider, gorilla, whole hand slides in underneath. Lengthen, fold back down again. Close your eyes. Observe. Without judgment, using your practice, your sadhana, to tap into that inner wealth. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Inhale, move the hands out and toe heel the feet in. Forward fold, exhale the breath, come straight into Utkatasana, our chair pose. Hands to heart, find some length and twist. Left elbow, right knee. Now look down at your knees. Make sure your kneecaps stay in line with each other. Push that left elbow into the right leg and the leg into the elbow, and then push your palms into each other. Lengthen the spine, rotate. See if you can gaze up or towards up. If you have side crow in your practice, go for it. 5. Nice. 4. Lengthen, rotate. 3. Breathe. 2. We'll all meet back in our chair twist. Send your left leg to the back of the mat and to the outside edge. Maintain the twist for our revolve crescent lunge. Now from here, you can either keep your hands at heart center or extend them. So left hand outside of that right leg, right hand to the sky. If you have binds, half or full, go for it. Again, lengthen on the inhale, rotate, exhale. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Forward fold into pyramid. So send that left heel to the floor, right leg goes towards being straight. Find some length in your pyramid and then a deep fold. Breathe into that right hamstring. One more breath. Come into a halfway lift, lengthen out the spine. Step the back foot forward again, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Big breath in. Hands to heart, sink back into your chair, deep. Lengthen, then twist. So again, check your kneecaps. Make sure they stay in line with each other. Right's not pulling forward of the left. Lock right elbow, left knee, and palms. Lengthen spine, rotate. If you took side crow first side, you know what to do. 5. Big deep breaths. 4. Observing yourself in every breath. 3. 2. We're meeting back in our chair twist, so we can send the right leg back for our revolve crescent lunge. Maintain the twist. Lengthen, rotate, maybe extend your wings. Bind if you took it. Hold it there for 3 deep breaths. Really working on the rotation of the twist too. Pyramid, fold. Find some length. That left leg doesn't have to be straight. You can have as much bend in it as you need. Just fold over and observe. Notice if there's any judgments, any comparisons, any expectations, any criticisms, because they do not serve us. But they give us insight on the things that we can let go of. Last breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, separate the feet to hip width on your exhale. Bring your left hand to the floor, right hand to your sacrum. Drop the left knee or bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, and then twist. Stack your right shoulder on top of your left. Take your right hand to the sky. Now take a big breath in and expand the shape. Forward fold, exhale, swap the hands. Left hand to sacrum. Bend the right knee, straighten the left, stack your shoulders. Take the left hand to the sky, expand the shape, take a breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Now with breath, right hand goes up, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Left hand goes up, inhale. Fold, exhale. You've got one more right side, in. Out. Left side, in. Out. Take your right leg towards the back of your mat and pivot yourself to the right side of your mat, straddle forward fold. Toes in, heels out, walk your hands back. Draw the crown of your head towards the floor. Now we're going to do that same twist that we just did in our forward fold. We're going to do it in our straddle forward fold. So bring your left hand to the floor underneath your heart space, right hand to your sacrum. Legs stay straight. Send your sit bones back. You can have a slight bend in your knees so your quads are active. Now stack right shoulder on top of left. Take the right hand to the sky. Take a breath in and expand. Spine, arms. Fold, right hand replaces left. Bring your left hand to your sacrum. Feel the length in the spine. Start to stack the shoulders and then expand the shape. Big breath in, open up. Now with breath, exhale, swap the hands. Right hand goes up, inhale. Exhale, swap the hands. Left hand goes up, in. Swap out, one more either side. Right hand up. Release, left hand up. Back to straddle forward fold, go deeper. 3 deep breaths. Last breath. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Come back, step the back foot forward into your forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Bakasana, crow pose. One more. Plant your hands, bend your elbows, bring your knees to the back of your arms, rock your weight forward. Find that flight in our fundamental arm balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, straight to low. Up dog, or we'll just meet you back in downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Bend the knee and peel the hip space open. If you're newer to the practice, stay where you are. If you want, you can take flip dog. If you've got any shoulder issues, then do highly recommend you stay as you are in your 3-legged dog. Otherwise, flip yourself around and take the back extension of flip dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left leg to the sky, in. Peel it open. Stay or flip dog. Go for the extension. So whilst observing, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Hold your down dog, close your eyes, taking 3 deep breaths. Last breath. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Big breath in. Navasana, boat pose. Come onto your bottom. Use your core. Lean back onto your pelvis. Float your shins to the sky so they're parallel to the floor. Palms face up. Lift your chest. Hold 5. 4, 3. Take a deep breath in. Lower down to low boat slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back up to high boat. Hold 5. Observe. 4. When we get to these kind of poses and challenging poses as well. 3. Quite often, this is where we get the most insights of reactions. 2. Slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back up because you've got one more. Hold 5. Observe. 4, 3. If you need to modify, then do that. 2. Lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lie down. Bridge pose. Bring your feet flat to the floor, knees to the sky. Lift your hips. Tuck in your shoulders. So to get the full extension of the pose, you've got to tuck your shoulders in underneath. You're looping your shoulders and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Then dig your elbows into the floor, lift your hips up, use your leg strength. If you have the range, interlace hands behind your back. If not, just push your hands into the floor for leverage. Now lift your hips as high as they can go. 5. Squeeze your glutes at the very top end. 4, to get that hip extension. 3, 2, soup to butter. Rolling out, soles of feet together, knees wide. Bring your right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart. Close your eyes. One more, bridge or wheel. If you're taking wheels, set your hands up. Otherwise, lift your knees up. Bring your heels in, plant your feet. Push down to come all the way up again. Tuck your shoulders. Dig your elbows, hands, arms into the floor. Take it all the way to your edge. 5, 4, 3, go up even higher. 2, just so you can observe yourself in the pose. Last breath. Roll out to the internal rotation. Feet to the outside edge of your mat, knees fall in. Then, like we did at the very beginning, windscreen wipe your knees. So keep your feet as they are, just lift your knees up, and then just wash your back out, side to side. Feel that rotation. We are heading towards a peak pose. So we're prepping the body as much as we can, heating it up, getting it ready to experience so then we can observe. Last breath. Keep your left leg long and hug your right knee into your chest. And take a half happy baby. So lift that right foot towards the sky, interlace your hands around that right foot, and draw your right knee down towards the floor on the outside of your rib cage. Use your arm strength, maybe close your eyes. Now you can stay here. If that's enough for you, that's intense enough for you, then feel free to stay. Otherwise, engage your core and lift your head, look towards your left toes, and then with your arm strength, draw your foot towards the forehead of your head. Your forehead.
Good idea.
You know what I mean. Now see if you can bring your heel towards the crown of your head. Again, you can stay at any point. Otherwise, you can release the right hand, keep the left hand holding the foot, bring the right arm underneath and use it on the back of that right knee, right thigh to draw it deeper into this hip opener, and then see if you can bring the foot towards the crown of the head. If you have the range through your hip, bring the foot to the back of your head and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release but not completely, just bring the arm out from underneath. Bend the left leg, place the foot flat to the floor and bring the right leg and cross it over the top of the left, completely crossed. Shift your hips to the right side of your mat just slightly and then drop your knees to the left for our twisted roots. Make it quite active though, so use your left hand against the knee, push it to the floor, reach the right arm out, gaze towards that right side as well. Just 2 more breaths. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So lift the knees up, unravel the legs. Right leg goes long, left knee, hug it into your chest. Then set up your half happy baby. So bring the foot up, interlace the hands around the foot, and then use your arm strength to draw the left knee to the outside of your left side rib cage. Again, you can stay. If that's your choice, just observe the choices that you're making. Maybe ask yourself, why? Why? Recognize in yourself what it is that's making that choice for you. Lift your head, engage your core is the other option, and really use your arm strength to draw the heel down towards your forehead. Go even deeper. Use more arm strength, heel towards the crown of your head. You can stay or release the left hand and bring the arm in underneath. Use it as leverage to deepen through that hip stretch, and use the hands to bring the heel towards the top of the head or the back of the head. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly release out of it to your twisted roots. So bend the right leg, foot flat, and then cross the left leg right over the top. Shift your hips to the left just slightly to drop your knees to the right, reach the left arm out and gaze that way as well. Use your right hand as leverage, push that against the knee to push the knee against the floor. 3. 2 more breaths. Lift the knees up, unravel them, hug your knees into your chest, and then rock and roll yourself up, again, as many as you need, to come into Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together, knees wide. Where your feet are in relationship to your pelvis is completely up to you. Use your hands, lengthen your spine, and then draw your chest down towards your feet. So really tilt from your pelvis. You can use your arms as leverage again to push down on the thighs or the shins. Fold yourself into it. Tuck your chin, close your eyes, take in some deep breaths. I found this, these last 6 months, really, from COVID and the lockdowns and the isolation, I've been really able to observe myself and sort of catch myself at the same time. We can go into those moments of dread or fear or, self-sabotage, anxiety. Being able to observe ourselves gives us not only insights but opportunity to change the pattern. And I caught myself just the other day, I could feel myself going into that anxiety of the unknown, fear of the unknown, what's going to happen next, how we're going to navigate our way. And I was able to stop it in its tracks. Stop, breathe, awaken. That's the value of our Swadyaya. And philosopher George, I don't know how to pronounce his last name properly, but it's Gurdjieff or something like that. He taught that self-observation brings us to the realization of the necessity of self-change. And in observing ourselves, we notice that self-observation itself brings about certain changes in our inner processes. We begin to understand that self-observation is an instrument of self-change, a means of awakening. We've got 3 more breaths. Go deeper now. Hopefully you've got some space through your hips that you can. We're going to do one more prep before we come into our peak pose of the practice. Slowly bring yourself up out of this. If you need to, shift your hips back so you can extend both legs out in front. And bring your right leg to cross over the outside of your left. Hug your right knee with your left arm. Bring your right hand behind. Lengthen the spine and twist, gaze back. Now release out of the twist, just so you can use your left hand to grab the outside of the right foot and extend it, and then bring the right hand back. Take your gaze with it. Really lift up through the spine, feel that extension through the leg and the stretch through the outside of that right leg. One more breath. Now gently place that right foot to the floor and do the same thing for the other side. So bend the left leg, outside of right is where the foot goes, hug. Lengthen. Use the left hand behind you as leverage. Take your gaze back as well. Slowly release. To pick up the left foot with your right hand, outside edge, extend it out in front. Lengthen your spine, reach the left hand back. Then slowly place the foot. Astavakasana. Hug your right knee into your chest. Send it out to the outside of your rib cage and bring your right arm in underneath, just like we did lying down on our backs. Now, see if you can bring the shoulder in as underneath that right leg as much as you can, and then bring that right hand to the floor on the outside. Might be where you stay. Left hand to the floor, bring your left foot and wrap it around the right ankle so your ankles are hooked and locked together. You can do it. Yeah, you can. That's it. Now just bring the lean back. That's it. Now push down, lean forward and extend the legs out towards the right side of your body and hold it there for Ashtavakasana. You can do it. Lift those hips up, push the right leg into the back of the right arm, bring the left knee up to the right, hold, and then slowly come out of it. Lucky there's another side to give it a go. Hug your left knee, take it out to the outside edge, grab the foot, left hand, underneath the left leg, just like we did lying down. Now bring the left hand to the floor. You can lock the knee, around while you set up the legs. Right hand comes down, right ankle hooks around left. Then you lean forward. As you pick up the hips, you squeeze the right knee up towards the left and the left knee into the back of the arm and hold it there. You can do it. 5. Yes, you can. 4. Come on, you can do it. 3. 2. And release.
Oh.
Well done. Lie down on your back. If you're a headstander, come up into your headstand from seated. Otherwise, legs to the sky. Viparita Karani, gentle inversion, or dig your elbows in and come up into your full inversion, shoulder stand. See if you can extend your toes towards the sky, or play with different variations through the legs. Every moment, every breath is an opportunity to just notice. Notice how my reaction is or how my attitude is in any given moment. Not just on the mat either. So much more powerful to take it off the mat into every conversation that we have, every relationship, every interaction. Am I present? Am I open? Am I aware? Plow if you're going to take it there. If not, just stay where you are. Plow, halasana, toes towards the floor above your head. So keep on sending your sit bones to the sky though, so your spine stays nice and long. And bend your knees and let them land on your forehead, side of temple, side of ears. Our sadhana, the opportunity to tap into our inner wealth, gifts us that awakening process. We don't need anybody else, anything else. All we need to do is just to observe, to turn in, to tap in. Bend your knees and let them land for your Kanapidasana. Again, if you're not in plow, then just stay as you are. You might just want to hug your knees into your chest, give them a squeeze. With control, we slowly roll out and meet in fish pose, Matsyasana. So bring your hands underneath your sit bones, extend the legs out in front and come up onto your elbows. Again, similar to bridge, loop the shoulders underneath so your chest is lifted in the highest point. Then follow the tip of your nose, gazing across the ceiling towards the back of your space. Crown of the head comes to the floor blade, extending out through your elbows. Core on. You want to take extra core, float the legs. Lion's breaths are optional as well, just for 2 more. Slowly roll out to a passive twist. So just pick a side to drop your knees to, arms long. Take your gaze to the opposite side, close your eyes. Bring your knees back through center, drop them the other way. Passive again, just allow yourself to relax into the twist. Prepping the body for deep rest and relaxation. In our final pose, Shavasana. So when you're ready, come back through center, extend the legs long, arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Slight tuck of the chin. You can release the core and allow the breath to flow freely through the body. Definitely close your eyes. Body relaxes, mind relaxes, but maintaining that self-observation. Notice if you get distracted. Notice what takes your mind away and bring it back. Observe any judgments, any criticisms. Observe your attitude and notice if it's beneficial, if it's of service towards your highest goal, highest power, highest self. Gain insights. Self-recognition is the prerequisite for self-mastery. bring some deep breaths into your body. Observe. And then bring some movements into the body as well. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You might like to circulate your wrists and ankles, take a stretch or a hug of your knees. Rock your head from side to side and make your way over onto your right hand side. Just comfortably lie on your right side. Maybe use your arms as a pillow. Keep your eyes closed down just for a moment to remind ourselves to observe. Swadyaya, self-observation, prerequisite to self-mastery. Recognizing ourselves without judgments, but gaining insights for change, transformation, awakening. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed down and bring your palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll close our practice with that powerful vibration of Om. Take a deep breath in. Thumbs to third eye center, we bow our heads. I honor the inner wealth within you because it's also within me. When we tap into that place together, we experience the essence of yoga, unity. Together we are one, together we say namaste.
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 Thank
Thanks,
you.
Pete.
That's cool.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you have an awesome day today. If you've got any questions, feel free to shoot us an email and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.